Hello, friends, and welcome to the late letter. Collecting Lego does not have to be expensive. I was able to get this set for $25, and then I was able to get this set right here for $15. Now, obviously, you can't see which sets they are right now, but I'm actually going to do a speed build on both of these sets. They'll be in two separate videos. Today, I'm going to actually work on this one right here, the bigger one. So, $25. Look at all the Lego in that bag. I really want to thank the nice lady off Facebook Marketplace who I bought these from. I mean, it is just amazing that I was able to get these at the price that I was able to get them at. And I'm really excited to share that with you. So we're going to go straight into the build and then I'll do a more in-depth look at the sets themselves. And here we have it, friends. Completed part of the Diagon Alley set. This is the Weasley Wizard Wheezes shop and the Outpost. And so these are really different looking buildings. One of them, of course, is loud colors, and the other one is more muted. But let's take a look at both of them. First of all, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Outpost. So let's move over the Weasley shop and take a look at this Outpost. It's really nice. I like the colors on it. So we got blacks. We have this dark kind of blue. We have these grays. I really like the color scheme on it. As you can see up top, we have an owl perched, and there's a spot for more owls that you could perch up top if you have more owls in your sets. I personally have the owlery, which is part of the castle, which brought a lot of owls. So if they ever want to go from the owlery over to Diagon Alley and bring in the post mail, then they can go ahead and perch up here. I like the little gold accents throughout. We have these basically lamps outside. We also have this kind of statue of an owl right there. It looks really good. I really like the minifig on this one. So it looks really, really nice. Just a really nice female character here. I'm liking the purple on the uniform, the hairstyle, just everything. Just really nice set there. Nice minifig. So let's take a look at the sign on this side here. You can see it says Outpost and it has an owl on it. There's a secondary sign right there on the side too. Let me try to get into focus. There it is. And then of course you have your little mailbox out here where people could drop off their mail. And then there is some stickers inside of it. And basically you can see all types of different mail in there. So there is not a whole lot to the interior, but there's this kind of cool little play feature, and I want to demonstrate that for you right now. So basically, you have this portion right up here with this red kind of border. It's open on the top, so let me show you that. So it's open on the top, and basically the whole premise is that an owl comes and as they're flying by, they could just drop their mail there and have it sorted. So basically, you take your little mail, and then as you can see, it goes from one ledge to the other. So it goes here, and then kind of drops down. Because there's nothing actually closing the back, it just kind of falls off the back. But basically, the point is, the owls drop their mail, and then it gets sorted down here by the postmaster, the owl post worker, I think is what it's called. So kind of a neat little play feature. Also on this side mailbox, you can go ahead and just drop the little mail in on this side. That works as well. You just kind of put it in there. So kind of a neat little set. I like the style of the building, the kind of the structure of it. I like the colors a lot, and that minifig really doesn't hurt. It looks fantastic. Let's move on to the bigger building, which is Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. It's basically their shop, and I believe that we first see this in the Half Blood Prince movie and book. We read about it, and this is their shop. Basically, you have in the front a statue, kind of animatronic thing of the Weasley brothers. Since they're twins, they only need one of these outside. And it has two articulating arms, which is really nice. It has this hat. Again, there were some not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but there were a couple pieces missing. I did get this from Facebook Marketplace and for only $25. So it was definitely a bargain. Very happy with this deal, even with the few missing pieces that it had. I did have to improvise though to get the arms to work because one of the pieces was missing from that. And I was able to find something that would work from some pieces that I had from other Lego sets. But yeah, just be aware when you buy from Facebook Marketplace, that could be a trade-off. But I'm happy to say there were only just a few pieces. It really wasn't bad at all. And all the minifigs are on here, every single one of them, and it brings a lot of them. And they are in fantastic condition. Everything that was given to me was in fantastic condition. So even the stickers were on here already, were in good condition. They weren't peeling off or anything like that. So very happy about that. Now I did put this extra piece right here, so that doesn't come originally with a hat. This is the brim of the hat, but the brim that this set originally came with just wasn't in the set, so I had to find something that would work. It's a little bit of a different color. You can see here's a lighter brown, here's a darker brown, but I think it still works. Some hats have different colors in them, so and this is still brown, so I think it works okay for now until I could find the right piece. You can see these little lights on the outside. They're kind of cool looking. You have this dark purple and you have the orange, the really loud orange actually throughout the building with this kind of lavender color. I really like this sign. Let's see if I can bring this closer to the camera. This sign on the side is really cool. You have your different um, Madame Malkins, Magical Menagerie, and then Sugar Plums. So these are stores, part of Diagon Alley. And so that's really neat to see. Um, I just like the way they did this. I like the way they did this with the Lego. It looks really, really cool. Let's take a look on the inside. By the way, one of the minifigs is already outside, and this is either Fred or George. I can't remember which one I decided this one was, but this is one of the minifigs that this set brings. And he's just kind of holding the door open for us and welcoming us inside. And here we have the interior. I mean, this is just kind of a crazy looking interior, and it looks so full right now because all the minifigs are kind of in there. So let me just point those out to you real quick. We have Ron here. This is Lavender Brown, his one-time girlfriend. This is a new character that I haven't seen in any of the other ones, but this is Romilda Vane. She is a Gryffindor student, and she had a crush on Harry. I believe it was during the Half-Blood Prince. So sorry, spoilers there if anybody hasn't already seen it or read the book. But yeah, this is Romilda Vane. And then we have um, either Fred or George down here, the other twin, and then we have Jeannie Weasley down at the bottom, kind of towards the back there. Let me kind of bring it closer to the camera so you guys can see it a little bit better. There you go. So you have all these minifigs that come with this set, including that postal worker. So that was really cool. Just a lot. And up top, if you guys could see it, here's a little kind of a little Easter egg. This is meant to represent Dolores Umbridge. And I think that in the movie, this is meant to be Dolores Umbridge on a tricycle and kind of going from one end of the shop to the other end. So this is the way that they represented that in Lego. So we have Dolores Umbridge's hair and her face. None of the rest of her body, though. Everything else is brick, but it's kind of nice to have, anyways. I actually don't have a Dolores Umbridge minifig, so I have part of one now. So, I ain't gonna get mad about that. We have all these little Easter eggs here of the things that they sell at the Weasley shops. Let's see if we could find some of them. Here we have the Puking Pastilles right here. We know that that's one of the bigger things that they were working on. We have the Peruvian Instant Darkness powder here in the background. And in fact, let me get lavender out of the way so we could take a look at that. And here we go. So it's basically this part right here. And it is the Peruvian Instant Darkness powder, I believe, that Harry uses that a couple times. We also have in the background, I don't know if you can see it here, but those little pink balls back there, those are pygmy puffs. And basically they are, miniature puffskeins, I believe is what they are. And so they sell these at the Weasley shop. There in the background, we have these really cool kind of sticky trainers is what they're called. So, and they're these little boots that Ron is kind of on right now and basically climbing the wall up with them. Over to the side here, let me see if I get into focus for y'all. It's kind of hard to read some of these, but we have basically the electric shock shake and then a couple of other things. Let's look at the bottom here. We got the nosebleed nougats. We know that one's kind of mentioned quite a bit in the books. And then towards the background there, these are the love potions. So we know that that's kind of a big part of the Weasley shop right there. Very popular item, the love potions in the background there. Really cool looking. I like the way they did that in Lego. It's really neat. So one of the things that was missing was the sideburns, I think. I think they're sideburns that go on this figure right here. It's part of the signage, I think. And I did not have that in this set, but later on when I find those pieces, I'll go ahead and put them on to kind of complete it. But again, minimal things were missing, not a whole lot, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, I mean, hope that you guys liked this kind of rundown of the building, of all the features in it. I think this is a fantastic set. A lot of, I think it offers a lot of playability, but also a lot of display gravitas, if you will, because you can stick these buildings together, and then of course there's more, right? So in fact, I have the Ollivander set and Madame Malkin's set, and I'll probably build that a little bit later on, and then I'll show you guys what all of that looks like together. Those are the only Diagon Alley set buildings that I have currently, but still, it's nice to be able to have at least four iconic places from Diagon Alley here. So I'm just very, very happy to have gotten a hold of this set from the Facebook Marketplace and for the nice lady who sold it to me. So super grateful to have gotten it for the discount that I did. I hope y'all have enjoyed this little kind of walkthrough of this set. I'm so grateful to the seller who allowed me to buy this from her. And it was just, I mean, when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. And I was super grateful for that. It just shows you that some people aren't out to charge you an arm and a leg necessarily for these things. If you're not using it anymore and you can still get some money from it, why not, put it at a decent price, right? I know some stuff is selling for 4 or 5 times what it is because it's retired, right? And I get it, right? Supply and demand and all that, but when you can share in the joy of Harry Potter and Harry Potter Lego specifically with other people and charge a decent price for it, why not do that, right? But let me know how you feel about it. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. And thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, take care.